Yeah. So good evening, everybody. We're getting ready to get started. We'll wait for a couple, maybe a minute or two to allow anybody from the public to join us virtually. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us this evening. My name is Christian Gonzalez. I'll be your presenter and moderator for tonight's State Road 7 US 441 Transit Corridor Improvements Project for Group 8. The limits for this project run along Southwest 72nd Avenue from SR 824 Pembroke Road to Southwest 9th Street, Southwest 25th Street from Southwest 64th Avenue to State Road 7 US 441 and Southwest 33rd Street from Southwest 62nd Avenue to State Road 7 US 441 in the cities of Pembroke Pines and Miramar. Project is located in Broward County. Financial identification number is 429-576-8-52-01, 02, and 03. And today's date is Thursday, September 19th, 2024. Slide 2, virtual public meeting orientation. As previously stated, my name is Christian Gonzalez. I will be the moderator and presenter for this virtual public meeting tonight. I will also be the community outreach specialist for this project. Some general housekeeping to note: this virtual public meeting is broken up into 2 sessions. The first session being from 5 to 5:30, and the second session being from 5:30 to 6. At the end of each session, we will have a question and answer portion, and members of the public can do so by submitting questions through the question panel on your GoToWebinar screen. Slide 3, Title 6. The Florida Department of Transportation continues to comply with various non-discrimination laws and regulations, including Title 6 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Public participation is solicited without regard to race, color, national origin, age, sex, religion, disability, or family status. Persons wishing to express concerns about Title VI may do so by contacting either the District 4 or State Title VI coordinator at the contact information you see on your screen. Slide 4, participating in GoToWebinar. Some housekeeping for the virtual sessions. This meeting is being recorded and all attendees will remain muted throughout the presentation. Throughout the presentation, attendees are welcome to submit questions and or comments using the question panel. Responses will be provided to questions and comments during the question and answer session at the end. During the Q&A session at the end of the presentation, if you wish to speak, click the raise hand button on the control panel. Your microphone will be unmuted when your name is called. If you experience technical difficulties, please contact support at 1-833-851-8340. Should you lose audio during the session, please open the control panel and change your audio to phone audio or no audio, then switch back to computer audio. You may need to exit and re-enter the webinar if the issue continues. Slide 5, elected official acknowledgement. At this time, we would like to take the opportunity to acknowledge and welcome any elected officials that are joining us virtually tonight. Seeing as we have no elected officials with us this evening, we will proceed with the presentation. Slide 6, meeting the team. As part of our project team, we have with us Mr. Eric Namari, PE with FDOT Construction Project Manager with Broward Operations. We have Mr. Diego Tello, FDOT Project Administrator with Broward Operations. Myself, Christian Gonzalez, as the Community Outreach Specialist with the Cordina Group. We have online Mr. Robert Lopez, who is the FDOT Design Project Manager for District 4. Mr. Fernando Gomez, who's the Engineer of Record. And MPO representation, Mr. Fazil Qureshi with the Broward MPO. Slide 7, FDOT compass and mission statement. The Florida Department of Transportation's mission is to provide a safe and statewide transportation system that promotes the efficient movement of people and goods, supports the state's economic competitiveness, prioritizes Florida's environment and natural resources, and preserves the quality of life and connectedness in the state's communities. The department focuses on key areas to achieve that include safety, resiliency, supply chain, technology, and workforce development. Each of these elements touches the lives of the people who use our roadways. FDOT understands the community's unique needs and builds the transportation system that provides connectivity, enhances quality of life, and achieves a shared community vision. Slide 8, 2055 Florida Transportation Plan. The FTP is a comprehensive statewide blueprint guiding Florida's 30-year transportation future. The FTP's transportation policy lies the foundation for investment into FDOT's work program. This plan update will be developed over the next 18 months and be adopted by November 2025. Our goal is that the FTP will be the plan in which Florida's communities can see themselves and our stakeholders can use to develop their transportation plans and strategies. We welcome you to join the process by participating in one of the 5 diverse focus groups: safety, resilient infrastructure, economic development, workforce development, and technology. Attending one of our regional workshops, tentative September 2024 and August 2025, or one of our statewide webinars. Please visit the FDOT 2055 Florida Transportation Plan website at floridaftp.com for more information and meeting dates. At this time, I would like to introduce the Broward MPO, Mr. Ricardo Gutierrez, who will speak on Broward MPO's involvement in this project. Ricardo, go ahead.
Yes, good evening all. Thank you, Christian. Thank you for the introduction. My name is Ricardo Gutierrez. I'm with the Broward MPO. We are a federal agency established by the federal government to bring federal funds to the area. We act as the decision-making board here for the county region, for the Broward County region. We bring federal funds for the regions to address transportation needs. We fund things like bicycle improvements, road capacity improvements, as well as transit. We also, one of the things, many of the things that we do, we also influence the decisions at the federal state level as regards to funding. Our board is made up for 31 municipalities, Broward County, the Broward County School Board, the South Florida Regional Transportation Authority, and to identify the deficiencies in the transportation network or areas where we want to invest our funds in, we regularly conduct plans, conduct studies, establish initiatives and programs. Next slide, please. So one of the studies that we conducted together with the Florida Department of Transportation and some of our local partners, it was the Stereo 7 Multimodal Improvements Corridor Study. It was completed and adopted by MPO board in July 2016. This is the entire length of the actual county from county line to county line. The goals were identified as follows: to improve safety for all users of the road, improve transit service within the State Road 7 corridor, invest in cost-effective transportation solutions, and encourage land use and urban reform to support multimodal transportation options. And of course, reduce automobile traffic congestion. 8 groups of projects have been identified and have moved to implementation at different phases, where there's concept, design, and constructions. And one of the groups that were identified in this corridor study we're going to be presenting to you today. So I'm here to answer any questions you might have later on. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Ricardo. Slide 11, project limits and overview. The purpose of our project aims to enhance the safety and mobility of these 3 corridors. To remind everybody, our project limits fall along the following 3 corridors: Southwest 72nd Avenue, which is about 1.50 miles, Southwest 25th Street, which is about 0.52 miles, and Southwest 33rd Street, which is about 0.26 miles. Contractor on this project is Leon America Construction. Construction start is anticipated for October 2024 at an estimated cost of around $2.2 million. and with an estimated completion of the summer of 2025. Slide 12, scope of work. The scope of work along Southwest 72nd Avenue includes milling and resurfacing of the existing roadway within the project limits to ensure long-term resilience, minor roadway widening throughout project limits to accommodate a new 5-foot bike lane, new 5-foot bike lanes, removing foliage as necessary to construct a continuous concrete sidewalk throughout the corridor to enhance safety and connectivity for pedestrians, and finally, upgrading curb ramps, pavement markings, and signage to improve visibility and accessibility. Slide 13, scope of work for Southwest 25th Street. The scope of work for Southwest 25th Street includes removing foliage as necessary to construct a continuous concrete sidewalk throughout the corridor to enhance safety and connectivity for all pedestrians. We're also going to be upgrading curb ramps, pavement markings, signage to improve visibility and accessibility. And finally, constructing a new bus shelter at the intersection of State Road 7, US 441, and Southwest 25th Street. Slide 14, scope of work. The scope of work, for Southwest 33rd Street includes removing foliage as necessary to construct continuous concrete sidewalk throughout the corridor to enhance safety and connectivity for all pedestrians. And finally, upgrading curb ramps, pavement markings, and signage to improve visibility and accessibility. At this time, I would like to welcome our project administrator, Mr. Diego Tello, to go over the proposed typical section and to talk about and provide information on the maintenance of traffic as expected during this project. So Diego, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. This is slide 16, proposed typical section, Southwest 72nd Avenue. In this typical section, we can see the proposed concrete sidewalk of 5 foot, and also the 5-foot bike lane and 10-foot lane on both sides, in both directions of the roadway. Next slide, please. The slide 16, proposed typical section for Southwest 25th Street. We have the proposed sidewalk on both sides of the road and shared lane of 11 feet on both sides of the road. Next slide. Slide 17, proposed typical section, Southwest 33rd Street. In this typical section, we can see the 5-foot proposed sidewalk on the south side of the road, and also an 11-foot lane, which is going to be shared by bikes and vehicles as well. Next slide, please. Slide 18, traffic impacts, maintenance of traffic. Lane closures along Southwest 72nd Avenue, Southwest 25th Street, and Southwest 33rd Street are permitted daily, 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. weekdays. Motorist and pedestrian access to businesses and residences will be maintained at all times. Additional information about lane closures, detours, and pedestrian impacts will be provided in the weekly traffic report distributed by FDOT and can be viewed using the following link, d4fdot.com. Next slide, please. Pass it over to Christian Gonzalez to continue with the presentation.
Thank you, Diego. Slide 19, safety and local coordination. Safety is the department's top priority and is embedded in all that we do. Providing a safe and congestion-free travelway is the utmost importance to the Florida Department of Transportation. To meet these goals, FDOT and our project partners will provide advanced warning signage throughout the corridor to alert motorists of the ongoing work. Additionally, we will continue to collaborate with our local partners, including local municipalities, schools, neighborhoods, and other local agencies to ensure safety standards are met and the impacts to the public are minimized. Our team will also be coordinating with emergency services to ensure access is provided at all times throughout each corridor. Community outreach, slide 20. To receive project updates, please email myself, Community Outreach Specialist Christian Gonzalez, at the contact information you see on your screen here to be added to our distribution list. As Diego mentioned briefly, we do have a weekly press release and traffic report that is distributed every Friday, and any additional project-specific information can be found on the website, d4fdot.com, and a recording of this virtual public meeting will be posted on the site as well. Slide 21, a reminder for participating in GoToWebinar. Before we begin the question and answer session, please remember that all attendees will remain muted throughout the presentation. Attendees who wish to submit questions or comments can do so by using the question panel. If you wish to speak, please remember to click the raise hand button and your mic will be unmuted when your name is called. If you experience technical difficulties, please contact support at 1-833-851-8340. Should you lose audio during the session, please open the control panel and change your audio to phone audio or no audio, then switch back to computer audio. You may need to exit and re-enter the webinar if issues continue. Slide 22, the live question and answer session. At this time, I would like to invite our project team to turn on their cameras to prepare for any questions that the community may have. And seeing as we do not have any questions submitted through the tool at this time, we will proceed to close out the first virtual session and conduct a quick pause before we continue on with the second. Slide 23, contact us. Throughout the project, questions or comments can be submitted by phone or email at any of the 3 contact information you see here. On the screen, we have the contact information for our FDOT construction manager, Mr. Eric Namati, our FDOT project administrator, Mr. Diego Tello, and myself, Christian Gonzalez, community outreach specialist. Slide 24, safety message. A reminder that this month is Child Safety Month. Please remember to take it slow. Many kids move to the next car seat or booster seat too soon. And this more information can be found at the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration's website, nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. And at this time, we would like to conclude the first session of tonight's public meeting. I do see that we do have one person who jumped in, Mr. Deshaun Grant. Mr. Grant, I'm not sure if you can hear me or if you jumped in or if you want to ask any type question. But if you do wish to ask a question, please go ahead and ask away. I will unmute you. So go ahead and please ask your question, sir. And you may have to unmute yourself.
I'm here for the live session as well, so I'll save any questions until then if I have any. Thank you.
Thanks so much. And now we'll take a brief pause and prepare for the second virtual session, which will begin at 5:30. Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for our second session for the virtual public meeting for the upcoming State Road 7 US 441 Transit Corridor Improvements, Group 8, along the corridor of Southwest 72nd Avenue from SR 824 Pembroke Road to Southwest 9th Street, from Southwest 25th Street, from Southwest 64th Avenue to State Road 7 US 441, and Southwest 33rd Street from Southwest 62nd Avenue to SR 7 US 441 in the cities of Pembroke Pines and Miramar. This project is being hosted in Broward County, Florida. Project ID is 429-576-8-52-01, 02, and 03. Today's date is Thursday, September 19th, 2024. Slide 2, virtual public meeting orientation. As we mentioned in the first session, my name is Christian Gonzalez. I will be the moderator and presenter for this virtual public meeting. I will also be the community outreach specialist for this project. Some notes about this virtual sessions. This is the second of 2 virtual sessions for this virtual public meeting. The first one was held from 5 to 5:30, and now the second one from 5:30 to 6. At the end of this session, we will have a question and answer session available to attendees who wish to ask questions or address comments to the question panel on GoTo. Slide 3, Title 6. The Florida Department of Transportation compiles with various non-discrimination laws and regulations, including Title 6 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Public participation is solicited without regard to race, color, national origin, age, sex, religion, disability, or family status. Persons wishing to express concerns about Title VI may do so by contacting either the District 4 or State Title VI coordinator at the contact information you see on your screen. Slide 4, participating in GoToWebinar. Some housekeeping before we continue on with the second virtual session. Reminder that all attendees will remain muted throughout the duration of the presentation. Throughout the presentation, attendees are welcome to submit questions or comments using the GoToWebinar question panel. Responses will be provided during the question and answer portion at the end. During the question and answer session, at the end of the presentation, please click the raise hand button on the control panel if you wish to speak. Your microphone will be unmuted when your name is called. If you experience technical difficulties, please contact GoToWebinar support at 1-833-851-8340. Should you lose audio during the session, please open the GoToWebinar control panel and change your audio to phone audio or no audio, then switch back to computer audio. If this does not work, you may need to exit and re-enter the webinar. Slide 5, elected official acknowledgement. At this time, we would like to acknowledge any elected officials who are here with us virtually or in person today, this evening. Seeing as we do not have any elected officials, we will proceed on with the next slide. Slide 6, meet the team. I'd like to introduce members of our project team that are here with us virtually and in person. We have Mr. Eric Namati, who is our FDOT construction manager with FDOT Broward Operations. We have with us tonight Mr. Diego Tello, who is our FDOT project administrator with FDOT Broward Operations. Myself, Christian Gonzalez, as a community outreach specialist with the Corodino Group. We have with us online Mr. Robert Lopez, who is our FDOT design project manager for District 4. With us in person and virtually, we have Mr. Fernando Gomez, who is our engineer of record with Albright Engineering. And with MPO representation, we have Mr. Fazal Qureshi and Mr. Ricardo Gutierrez, who are part of the Broward MPO. Slide 7, FDOT compass and mission statement. The Florida Department of Transportation mission is to provide a safe and statewide transportation system that promotes the efficient movement of people and goods, supports the state's economic competitiveness, prioritizes Florida's environment and natural resources, and preserves the quality of life and connectedness in the state's communities. The department focuses on key areas that achieve that include safety, resiliency, supply chain, technology, and workforce development. Each of these elements touches the lives of people who use our roadways every day. FDOT understands the community's unique needs and builds a transportation system that improves connectivity, enhances the quality of life, and achieves a shared community vision. Slide 8, 2055 Florida Transportation Plan. The 2055 FTP is a comprehensive statewide blueprint guiding Florida's 30-year transportation future. The FTP's transportation policy lies the foundation for investments into FDOT's work program. This plan update will be developed over the next 18 months and be adopted by November 2025. Our goal is that the FTP will be the plan in which Florida's communities can see themselves and our stakeholders can use to develop the transportation's plans and strategies. We welcome you to join the process by participating in one of 5 diverse focus groups that include safety, resilient infrastructure, economic development, workforce development, and technology. Attend one of our regional workshops, tentative September 2024 or August 2025, and one of our statewide webinars. Please visit the FDOT 2055 Transportation Plan website at floridaftp.com for information and meeting dates. Slide 9, Broward MPO. At this time, I would like to welcome Mr. Ricardo Gutierrez to speak on behalf of Broward MPO's involvement in this project. Ricardo, go ahead.
Yes, good evening all. Thank you, Christian. Again, my name is Ricardo Gutierrez. I'm with the Broward MPO. We're a government agency established by federal law responsible for transportation decision making here in Broward County. We, as an agency, we bring a lot of secure federal funds for transportation projects here in Broward. We fund things like capacity improvements, bicycle improvements, and also as well as transit. As part of our role is also to influence the decisions, the funding decisions at the federal and state level as well. Our MPO board is made up of representatives for all 31 municipalities, Broward County government, the Broward County School Board, the South Florida Regional Transportation Authority, who operates Tri-Rail, and to identify deficiencies in our network and transportation system, we regularly develop plans, conduct studies, and establish initiatives and programs to help us identify those problems so we can secure the funding to address them. Next slide, please. Slide 10. One of the efforts that we completed in 2016 was the Stereo 7 441 multimodal improvements corridor study, completed by 2016 and adopted by our board in July 2016. The study area is a mile-wide corridor from county line to county line. Some of the goals identified as part of the study was to improve safety for all users of the road, improve transit service along Stereo 7, the 441 corridor, invest in cost-effective transportation solutions, encourage land use and urban reform to support multimodal transportation options, and also address the automobile traffic congestion. From that study, we have 8 groups of projects that have moved on to implementation in different phases, whether it's concept development, design, or construction. One of the groups that we have identified, so that's what we're going to speak to you about this today. So I'm here to answer any questions you may have later on. Thank you, Christian.
Thank you for that, Ricardo. Thank you, Ricardo. Slide 11, project overview and limits. The purpose of our project, this project aims to enhance the safety and mobility of these 3 corridors. Reminder, the three corridors run along Southwest 72nd Avenue, which is approximately 0.5 miles, Southwest 25th Street, which is approximately 0.52 miles, and finally Southwest 33rd Street, which runs approximately 0.26 miles. Contractor for this project is Leon America Construction. As anticipated construction start is October 2024, with an anticipated cost of around $2.2 million, and an estimated completion of the summer 2025. Slide 12, scope of work. The following improvements along Southwest 72nd Avenue include the milling and resurfacing of the existing roadway within the project limits to enhance long-term resilience, minor roadway widening throughout project limits to accommodate a new 5-foot bike lanes, remove necessary foliage, removing foliage as necessary to construct a continuous concrete sidewalk throughout the corridor to enhance safety and connectivity for pedestrians, and finally upgrading curb ramps, pavement markings, and signage to improve visibility and accessibility. Slide 13, scope of work. Scope of work for Southwest 25th for the Southwest 25th Street improvements include the removal of foliage as necessary to construct a continuous concrete sidewalk throughout the corridor and enhance safety and connectivity for pedestrians. Upgrading curb ramps, pavement markings, and signage to improve visibility and accessibility. And finally, constructing a new bus shelter at the intersection of State Road 7, US 441, and Southwest 25th Street. Slide 14, scope of work. Scope of work for Southwest 33rd Street improvements include the removal of foliage as necessary to construct a continuous concrete sidewalk throughout the corridor to enhance safety and connectivity for pedestrians. And finally, upgrading curb ramps, pavement markings, and signage to improve visibility and accessibility. At this time, I would like to welcome our FDOT project administrator, Mr. Diego Tello, to go over the proposed typical section and talk about the anticipated impacts of traffic and the maintenance of traffic. So Diego, go ahead.
Thank you, Christian. Slide 15, proposed typical section, Southwest 72nd Avenue. Here we can see the typical section, and in the right side of the screen, the proposed concrete sidewalk of 5 foot, and also the 5-foot bike lane and 10-foot lane in each direction. Next slide, please. Slide 16, proposed typical section for Southwest 25th Street. Here we can see the proposed sidewalk on both sides of the road and also a shared lane for vehicles and bicycles of 11 feet per lane. Please, next slide. Slide 17, proposed typical section, Southwest 33rd Street. We can see the proposed sidewalk on the left side of the screen, which is the north side of the road, and also the 11-foot lane, which is going to be shared for bicycles and vehicles as well in each direction. Please, next slide. Slide 18, traffic impacts, maintenance of traffic. Lane closures along Southwest 72nd Avenue, Southwest 25th Street, and Southwest 33rd Street are permitted daily, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays. Motorists and pedestrian access to businesses and residences will be maintained at all times. Additional information about lane closures, detours, and pedestrian impacts will be provided in the weekly traffic report distributed by FDOT and can be viewed using the following link: FDOT Broward County Construction Home, d4fdot.com. This next slide, I'll pass it over to Christian. Thank you.
Thank you, Diego. So slide 19, safety and local coordination. Safety is the department's top priority and is embedded in all that we do. Providing a safe and congestion-free travelway is the utmost importance to FDOT. To meet these goals, FDOT and our project partners will provide advanced warning signage throughout the corridor to alert motorists of the ongoing work. Additionally, we will continue to collaborate with our local partners that include local municipalities, schools, neighborhoods, and other local transportation agencies to ensure safety standards are met and the impacts to the public are minimized. Our team will also be coordinating with emergency services to ensure that access is provided at all times throughout each of the 3 corridors. Slide 20, community outreach. Community feedback is at the core of all we do. FDOT works with the public to balance their community vision with the community's transportation needs. This is routine on all of our projects to ensure Florida's infrastructure is safe, resilient, and efficient for many years to come. To receive project-specific updates, please email myself, Community Outreach Specialist Christian Gonzalez, at the email address you see on your screen to be added to our distribution list. As Diego mentioned previously, a weekly press release and traffic report will be distributed every Friday, and any additional project-specific information can be found on the website, along with the recording of this virtual public meeting, which will be posted at www.fdot or d4fdot.com. Slide 21, reminder for participating in GoToWebinar. Before we begin the question and answer session, please remember that all attendees will remain unmuted. Attendees who wish to submit questions or comments can do so using the question panel. If you wish to speak, please click the raise hand button and you will be unmuted when your name is called. If you experience technical difficulties, please contact 1-833-851-8340. Should you lose audio during the session, please open the GoToWebinar control panel and change your audio to phone audio or no audio, then switch back to computer audio. If this does not work, you may need to exit and re-enter the webinar. Seeing as we do not have any attendees with us at this time, we'll proceed to close out the virtual session. Slide 23, contact us. As a reminder, throughout the project, questions or comments can be submitted to any of the three contacts you see on your screen. On the screen, we have contact information for Mr. Eric Namari, who is our FDOT construction manager, Mr. Diego Tello, who's our FDOT project administrator, and myself, Christian Gonzalez, the community outreach specialist. Slide 24, safety message. Please remember to take it slow. Many kids move into the next car seat or booster seat too soon. And this safety message is brought to you by NHTSA, which is the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration. More information can be found regarding this safety campaign at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. And at this time, we will conclude the second virtual session for tonight's public meeting. We thank those who participated and attended tonight. We will, however, stick around for a few minutes to allow anybody who trickles in to ask any questions. But for the meantime, we'll wait patiently for anybody else to come in. Thank you. At this time, we do not have any any virtual attendees with us for the second session, we'll proceed to adjourn tonight's virtual public meeting. Thank you all.